All right, good morning, everybody, and welcome to our Match Day -1 press conference. We will begin with defender Elizabeth Ball. For those on Zoom, please use the raise your hand function and we will call on you, or you can take your question in the chat, but we will start with those here in person. Anyone with that? Go for it.
Congrats on signing a contract extension. Can you tell us about the decision to do that?
Yeah, I mean, Kansas City's home for me. I love it here, and yeah, we're just building and growing every year, and yeah, being here since the beginning has felt special, and yeah, I just wanted to continue my career here for, the foreseeable future.
What's made the Current in Kansas City special?
Yeah, I don't know. I pulled up here, thought it was gonna be cornfields and just flat lands and nothing else, and I just fell in love with the city, the people, and obviously the fans.
And I guess getting ready to play a couple games here in the near future. Can you tell us about Racing and what you expect from them?
Yeah, I mean, they're a great team. They're gritty. They work hard, and yeah, it's a 3-game week, so yeah, we're ready to get after it, and yeah, be smart about it and get the job done.
From where you guys are now, I mean, after the break, you have the 1 win, but it's been a few bumps along the way. Do you feel like you guys are still kind of in the process of coming together as a team? But also, I mean, you're clearly playing without, some key components. Talk about the process of growing through this.
Yeah, definitely. I think every week we learn something new about ourselves. Every week we're growing. Yeah, the results might have been a little bit different than what we've wanted, but I think it all ends up coming down to the end of the season and where we are then. So I think we just keep growing and keep working.
What are the things you're seeing in the growth of this team from, if you look at where you guys are now versus where you started the season, what growth have you seen?
Yeah, I think there's definitely cohesion. I think we're playing a little bit different than we did last year. So I think everybody's getting on the same page and we're all just, becoming more of a cohesive unit across the board.
What's your biggest challenge going against Racing?
Yeah, I think they're just so gritty. Like I said earlier, they're like one of those teams that they're gonna work hard and they're gonna find a way to get the job done. And for us, I think we just need to bring that intensity and make sure they know like they're playing at our house and we don't let them come in here for free.
And kind of to go back to the extension, which congrats by the way.
Thank you.
You've been here since like the beginning. How have you seen the club evolve over the years and what's like the most proud?
Yeah, I mean, from the jump, we knew that this club was going to invest in us, but we did start off playing at a baseball field, and obviously now we're playing in the best stadium in the country, in the world, and they're talking about expanding it, and yeah, it's just so exciting to be a part of a club that is pushing forward in all those aspects.
You also talked about you expected to see cornfields. Well, outside of the soccer, what's the one thing I guess that you enjoy the most or fall in love with the most about the city?
Yeah, I think it's just the people. They're so nice here. I'm from the East Coast, and you never know what you're gonna get. But here, people are so nice. You'll be in the grocery store, and people are just like, "Oh, can I get that cart for you? Can I do this?" I'm like, "Oh, cool. I didn't know you guys like talk like that here." So it's cool. Yeah, I think the people are great, and the food is pretty good too. Pretty good coffee as well.
It's an amazing coffee shop.
Yeah, exactly. I've heard of one around here, huh?
I just went there.
Yeah, nice. What'd you get?
Actually, I got iced tea.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I knew that about you. You don't drink coffee. I remember that. Yeah.
Any other questions? Anyone on Zoom? Cool, we will end with that. Thank you so
Sweet.
much.
Thanks,
Good luck
y'all.
tomorrow.
Appreciate it.
All right, we are back with head coach Chris Armas. Same thing as before. For those on Zoom, please use the raise your hand function and we will call on you, or you can type your question into the chat. We will again kick it off with those here in person. Dad, do you want to start again?
Sure. You have Racing up next. What do you expect from them?
We know it's a team that's playing with a lot of confidence. I think they're a team that is really difficult to play against. That's clear to see even from the other night, the victory they had on the road at Angel City. They're a team that can frustrate teams with a lot of, even with the structure that they play, a lot of times looks like a back five. They can play in transition. They can play the long ball game. They're very combative. A team in the league that amongst the league leaders in fouls again. Second balls is a big thing. Set pieces is huge. They have some big targets. They can move you around in the set piece, and that's something we have to be well aware of. So they're a team, again, a lot of confidence, very combative, I think well coached and organized, and I've always said we have to bring our A game, and I think it's a game that we can take care of at home, but we'll have to earn every bit of it.
And obviously road games are never easy. But you guys don't have the best record on the road, but they've all been pretty much close. They've all been games you could have won. What does it take to maybe get over that leap when you go back on the road the next time?
Yeah, listen, I think that's accurate. You know, we've gone on the road with good mentality and real belief that to play on the road with the same commitment and ideas and ideals, our DNA, that we do at home. Even this last game, we had a good start to the game. We hit the crossbar straight away. A minute and a half in, you're almost up. But we weren't. And then you spend the rest of the game trying to create chances and minimize chances. And we did. Some really big chances created with Croy and Dabinia and Haley Hopkins. But to answer your question, what has to change or what can you do different? You know, for me, to the team, I don't believe in luck. I believe in what we can control and what's in front of us. We think there's a first half in Orlando, and we didn't capitalize. So we think the rewards are there for us. We just have to do a little bit better at the controllables.
Then obviously you've been missing some strong key players from either injury or international duty. Other players get a chance to step up and maybe get that experience or get a chance to integrate in different ways. Is there some value in the fact that you're missing those players?
I said that early on in the year, and I still believe that. I really believe that one, you get to learn about your roster, and your depth gets challenged. Those players get minutes, the Gianna Pauls, the Amelia Whites. They get some minutes that sometimes aren't there, and that makes the overall team better. And additionally, when you don't have some of the players, let's just say a Coop and Temwa, for example, you know, you do, again, since February, we have to find different ways of scoring. And that's been something that you have to take a harder look at. So come playoff time and when teams might have plans to deal with certain players, that our system can be the playmaker as well. And you can take out one player and add a player, and you still can be dangerous, as we were the other night without Temwa and Coop. You know, some of the chances we created were there's at least a goal or two out there for us in that game, with Dabinia a couple of times, Croy, Haley. So, yeah, I don't just say that. I really believe that this is we're building it, and we're gonna find this is gonna pay the dividends when we need it most.
And players being out, Cooper, can you give us an update on her and Lorena, both, I guess, when they'll be expected back?
Yeah, I don't know the exact return date, but I know that Coop is getting very close to some minutes. I think she's a few weeks, I'd say so. And Lorena, I also say that she's doing a lot out on the pitch now, handling, getting out there, and she's pain-free and looking more like herself. But I think she needs also probably a few more weeks at least. So.
As we see players continue to, re-sign to stay here in Kansas City. What does it say about what you guys are building and the culture, and how important is that?
Listen, I think it says a lot about our club, the organization that I think provides us an incredible platform to do what we love to do, and with the resources, with the support that feels like excellence. I think players and coaches would want to have that at their disposal. I think equally or more importantly, for a player like Ebal, she's a great player first and foremost. And I say first and foremost, but only because I think players want to be acknowledged as great players. She's experienced, she's smart, she's a leader out there and knows her craft pretty well. Now I'd say equally, she's an amazing human being. And when people like that and players like that want to stay, and she probably, if she could enter free agency, has options for sure. That she chooses us is a big statement on her behalf, and even behalf of the club. So, and her teammates, and what this is all about here. And the only way to sustain this is to retain the good ones and to keep attracting that. And part of the ways you attract it is by keeping those ones in the environment. So I'm thrilled for the club and for us as a coach. Players give us energy to do what we do. And some give you more energy, honestly. And she's coachable, she's wonderful. So, and I'll finish with, she's a great player. So yeah, it's great. It's a great moment for us, and another example of, recently, Temwa, there's a couple others, I don't want to say the names if they've not been announced, but anyhow, yeah, it's always a good sign.
You can say the names.
It's always a good sign. Has Deb in your re-signed? Deb? She has. I know she has. I just want to ask. Oh, really?
Any other questions for Coach? Nothing on the Zoom? Cool. Thank you so much. Thanks, everyone.